All right, here with reaction to our opening monologue, House Majority Whip Steve Scalise. You may remember he was shot going back a year ago, and thank God he's with us today, and he's making a full recovery. And also Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi. Let me go to your incident. You went to see the Mr. Rogers movie. First mistake.
The documentary about anti-bullying, about tolerance, about respecting each other's differences.
Here's the thing. I want you to tell people how bad this was because the video didn't capture it.
Right.
They're calling you every name in the book.
Right.
You had your boyfriend with you.
Right.
And what did they say to him? That you can say.
Well, we get there, we're waiting in line to get tickets, and it's, you know, a documentary about Mr. Rogers, and all of a sudden this woman comes out of nowhere and starts telling me that I'm ripping babies out of women's arms. Now, who does that sound like? The Peter Fonda quote about Melania. So they can't even come up with their own lines. And I said, I'm glad you're videoing me. Let me explain to you. I never agreed with separating the mothers from the babies, and I'm glad the president signed the executive order. Right, I'm glad the president signed the executive order. And I said, you know, this is a congressional issue. They didn't even know who their congressmen were. So then when they realized that wasn't working, just F you in my face, screaming at the top of their lungs.
They were using the P word, the B word, the F word, the A word, you know, every word imaginable.
And come on, aren't you going to protect her? Come on, aren't you?
To your boyfriend.
Oh, trying to get him.
What were they calling him, Blue Eyes?
Blue Eyes, and
you're going to let us say this to your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Now, if he would have responded and defended you, he gets arrested.
And that's how I stopped him from defending me. I said, they want to hurt you. This is what they want. And there were two more altercations, Sean, after that. And after I thought they were gone.
And they literally, at one point, big guys too, surrounded you.
Blocked me from walking in.
Why are you not, if somebody gets in your grill like that, is that not considered itself an attack?
It's an assault. It's an assault if they block me from leaving. But you know what? That's what they wanted. They wanted to be dragged out in handcuffs. They wanted the fame. I wasn't going to give them the 5 minutes of fame.
Why are they doing this to you, Sarah Sanders, Secretary Nielsen?
Right.
You know, and children. We're going to go after Barron. We're going to go after the 4-year-old granddaughter of the president, Melania, Ivanka. Really, the real tough guys? I'm available. Come after me. Follow me. I'll handle it.
Well, and that's it. And they didn't even know what they were talking about. So then they had 2 hours while I was in the movie, and
they just gathered more people, reinforcements.
They called in reinforcements. They Googled, you know, all these things to say, and then that's the video that was shown after the fact. But you know, the police said, "We're going to take you out the back door," and I said, "No way. I'm walking out the door that I came in. They're not going to bully me."
Congressman, first of all, great play at second base. And you had been in studio just before the game. That was an unbelievable play. Yeah. But you were in first play of the game, and I watched your piece with my buddy Steve Ducey. But here's the thing. You got shot a year ago, and I know you don't have feeling basically in one foot. Is that correct?
Yeah, the left foot still has a lot of nerve damage, and, you know, I'm working on that. I do physical therapy 3 days a week. But they sure helped me get a lot better, but I've got a long way to go.
Here's my question. Do you connect what you saw with Secretary Nielsen and what happened to Sarah, what happened to Pam, and the things that are being said about blowing up a White House, and the things that are said about Barron Trump and about the president's granddaughter? Do you think these words are igniting something that's going to result in somebody getting severely injured or maybe even killed?
Sean, clearly they are insightful, and I've seen personally how that kind of insightful language can lead to something very dangerous. And so, you know, there are fine lines to cross. We're a nation that was built on this great idea that you can disagree with people. You can express your disagreement, but resorting to violence is never an excuse.
Did Maxine Waters and Cory Booker cross a line by encouraging people to confront people that like Donald Trump in gas stations and restaurants, confront them? What are they trying to do here except create a situation that's going to blow?
I think it crosses the line, Sean. And again, I mean, this is about civility. You should go and want to win your ideas in the debate of public opinion. If your ideas are worse, which frankly I think conservative ideas win the day all the time, so then they go and try to resort to name calling and ultimately violence, and that's where I think it crosses the line. And so, you know,
you're lucky
they
to be alive
there
today. You know what? And God bless those two. To think that 2 Capitol Hill police officers walked in a wide open field with pistols against a rifle That was basically a death sentence, but they did it anyway. That's how great
and
they are.
And they did it anyway. Heroes
in every way.
And look, the miracles of God, Sean. God performed real miracles. But we shouldn't get to this, and the left shouldn't tolerate. We didn't tolerate it under Obama. You and I and so many others didn't agree with his policies, but we never condoned this kind of action.
Do you agree with me? This is all about they're losing, they lost, that the president's successful, that his economic record, foreign policy record, and the fact that Mueller's witch hunt, their great hope, is crumbling.
That's right.
Is that what's causing this and the election pending?
I do. I think people are so angry that the president's succeeding, that our country is thriving, that they're lashing out in any way they can, Sean, at the expense of, I can take care of myself, but at the expense of all these other people. It's ridiculous.
I thought they cared about women and children and had a monopoly of compassion. It's all a crock, and it's all a big lie, and this is about politics, and the reason I ran the history lesson is because they do it every 2 or 4 years. It's their only playbook.
That's right.
And somebody's going to get killed. Mark my words, I pray to God I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But this is getting scary.
I agree.
What you went through, you should not have gone through. I'm sorry. Mr. Scalise, same thing. Congressman, same to you.